I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. A dragon has showed up. Aki Hoshikawa, hi.
Hi.
Hey, a friendly dragon. That's good.
I am very friendly. Hello, everyone.
Ooh, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Aki Hoshikawa, and I'm a celestial zodiac dragon VTuber. And thank you, Eric Loy, for inviting me here today.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And I think folks, we've been talking a little bit actually before we go on. We had to stop talking so we could talk on the interview.
I am a yapper. If you didn't stop me, I probably would have just already yapped about like everything.
That's perfect.
And yeah,
that's
like it's a good thing you stopped me.
I just turned it on without you knowing. We'd have just kept going.
You would have had to do that.
Edit it down later. Well, I mean, it sounds like really, I've watched a little bit of what you've done in the past and what you're going to do now. I snuck around a little bit.
Back when I used to be Pocky.
Yeah.
Now I'm Aki.
Yeah. Now,
as people have been saying, I've dropped the P.
Yeah. We need to explain that a little bit. You're in the at least the second half of a rebrand. So
yes.
So tell me about that. How'd that come about?
So, once upon a time, a year ago, in the ye old times of a year ago, I wanted to get back into streaming because a few years back when I graduated college, I streamed with some friends of mine, but then like life got in the way and I dropped out of it. And I didn't really take it seriously the first time, right? And I wasn't a VTuber or anything. It was just me and my friends trying to like do something because we were like, oh, we're all pretty charismatic people. Of course, myself, I didn't think that of myself.
You're wrong.
That's what I am told. So about a year ago, I sat down and I like started seeing like this. I wanted to stream again because there was one part of streaming I did like, and like the first time I did it, it didn't do that well, but like I met a couple of people, right?
Right.
And I did like talking to people, and I like really like making friends because I don't get out much. Right. So streaming I really wanted to find a way to connect with people, and like streaming felt like I could. And it like also I say like a lot, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
The world, like it also at the time, like it felt like everything was going like down the gutter in the world, and I was like, I just want to try to make people a little bit happier.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to be a little bit of a distraction and meet some people, because I also wasn't doing very well in the mental headspace, and how I try to get out of that is I try to help others. Yeah. I know that sounds so cliche, but like that's the truth. Like that's just kind of who I am.
If it's the truth, it's not cliche. It's just the truth. That's all there is.
Yeah. But I do know for some people they'd be like, "Oh, that sounds like so cliche." It's like, what? That's just me, you know?
Yeah.
But I really wanted to connect with people and like try to like be like a little 4 hours of someone's day in which we just sit and hang out and just while I play this video game or I draw. Yeah. And I saw like I started seeing like these VTubers around
Right.
because I didn't want to show my face. I'm
Right.
very shy.
Mhm.
And so I saw these like VTubers and I was like, that's so interesting. And so like I saw Iron Mouse, like obvious Iron Mouse is everywhere.
Oh yes, yes.
Shy Lily was the
Mhm.
other one I saw.
Yeah.
And Monarch.
Oh, wow.
Because I was a fan of Amelie. I
Oh, well,
really
of
liked her
course.
covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're fucking. She's getting a newer audience. She already had one,
Yeah.
but she's getting a newer one. Hopefully those
Yeah.
covers get a lot more.
I
Spread.
hope so.
She's a pretty amazing singer. Now those are three pretty high up there
Hmm.
icons for
Yeah.
you, and then they've all got different personalities too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the models themselves, Iron Mouse, like her, like I just really liked watching her like clips of her streams and stuff. It's just the
Right.
models fascinated me. So like I went and made one.
Mm. Oh, so you
And
are an artiste, so you can make one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made one in a month.
Mm.
And that was Pocky.
Yes.
And the best way to put it is one of my partners said like Pocky was very family friendly in her look department
Yeah.
and personality wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very much in when I get angry at video games, I might curse a bit. So
Well, we are. I just let you know we are 18 plus, so you can fire away.
yeah, I am 18 plus. My humor is kind of potty humor,
Yeah.
and so it so for a few months I streamed as Pocky, and a lot of people stuck with me and supported me, and I was grateful for it. But it felt like I was kind of having to put on a face, because the first time I streamed, I was like so nervous because I was afraid like wouldn't like the character I made. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was accepted, but it wasn't you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the more like I started becoming more comfortable, like I would look over at the other screen and it would be stuff like that didn't feel like me. I'm like you've seen, you said you've seen like stuff of my other of my Pocky days.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of pink. I mean, I like it, but
here's the thing. You what you made is something that was nice and wholesome, and people liked it, and it wasn't you at all.
Yeah.
Now instead of coming on and expressing yourself, you're coming on and playing a role, which makes a big difference. It's and you're having to look back and say, well, I can't really do this because of this, and you're automatically you're pigeonholed yourself.
Yeah, that's what I did, because I felt like I didn't have any room to like grow. That I had to grow in one direction, and it was a direction of a person I no longer was. And like I was so worried that if I was like, and if I was myself, honestly, if I was myself, I was scared if I was myself, people wouldn't like that. So by the time I started opening up on streams of being more like me, and I would do this on my partner streams, or my friend streams, I would open up and just be myself and be like, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
People, like, I noticed people were like, wow, you're really different than when you stream. You really like, I like this.
Yeah.
You're so, and so like, then it came to the point that a lot was going on in my life.
Right.
and I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown. Because I was like, when I was streaming, I was having to like be this other person.
Yeah.
And I say other person, I mean like it was me, but like me with like 10 layers of be family friendly, even though you're 18 and plus.
Yeah. It's you're playing a character based on part of you when you're doing that.
Yeah.
But it's not a major
like there's
part.
always going to be a part of Pocky in me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've done it for a while, and people liked it. But then you go on and show this other side of you, and then people are like, okay, well, I like that. So when did you make that decision to make the 180-degree switch?
It was in March, actually. I got sick with the flu. And when you're sick with the flu and you are unable to work on any sort of art or you're not able to stream because you're sick with the flu, you have a lot of time to think when you're not sleeping.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, I love streaming.
Yeah.
I love meeting people. I love the feedback that I've gotten, and how, like, I've been able to make my little community a safe space for people.
Yeah.
I don't like the persona, like the model I'm using, the character I'm having to play.
Right.
Because everything else that it was, I did that.
Right.
But I don't want to be a character.
Yeah.
And I also thought even more, man, Pocky sounds really similar to that candy company. And
yeah.
I don't want to get sued because I don't think there's a good chance they're going to partner with me.
Well, you never know. You never know.
You never know. I was really taking a gamble with that one.
You were. I mean, you had like a 1 in a million chance of them saying, "Hey, you're now our spokesperson," and you know, and then the rest were like, "Hey, we're gonna sue you."
Hey, we're gonna sue you because you're using our name even though it's spelled different.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you never know, especially with foreign stuff. You never know how that law is going to go.
Yeah.
We found that out.
I don't even want to think about it. I went to school for art. I am not a lawyer.
It's like on the scale of things, art's on one side and law is on the other side.
And all I could do is play the I don't know what to tell you, Judge. I went to school for drawing circles.
And the judge just stares at you and like 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years. Then I don't. But yeah.
We have plenty of time to draw then, though.
I would have so much time.
Dodging shanks and drawing at the same time. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. But yeah. So then eventually I told my partners I am in a poly relationship and I'm very open about that. Mm-hmm. I told my partners, Yuki and Hikaru.
Hello.
And Hika. Hi. Yeah. And Hika came to me and was like, do you, and I explained to him I don't like being a character. Mm-hmm. I want to rebrand. Yeah. And Hika was like, would you like to share a Hoshikawa name with us? And so that's where the Hoshikawa came from. Oh. And we sat down together and we decided I'd be a celestial dragon zodiac VTuber. And because technically I'm actually the year of the ox. I was born in 1997. So. And I didn't want to be a cow. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to be a cow. Yeah. I wanted to be a dragon.
Yeah. Well, you have to find the right group that recognizes that as the year of the dragon.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm also on my birthday is next month. It's in June,
Okay.
and
Happy birthday.
So like it was either I'm going to be like a cow or a crab because I'm Cancer zodiac. So like I was like, I don't want to be either of these.
I just run through my head a combination crab cow, and that was not good.
No.
I don't even want to know what the weapons would be. Please stop. Stop thinking about it.
I hate the idea. Yeah. I now pictured it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about a Fallout 4 add-on.
Oh God. I know what it'd be like the Merkel, the you know the crabs from Fallout 4. Yeah.
Except with udders.
Oh God. Oh, that's a terrible
combination of Brahmins and
oh God.
Two-headed crab cows.
Create that. or someone do create that.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it now, but only once.
I would want to see it to kill it.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yes. So So you got this idea, and you come with it. You are an artist, so
yes.
I imagine it didn't take too long for you to come up with the look for the dragon.
Oh, my girlfriend Hikaru is also an artist, so she helped me with the design. She mostly did the design. I just did the color placement, and then made the model.
Yeah.
So she's really good at designing.
I see how this poly relationship works. You keep bringing people in who can do things for you.
Yeah.
Is there a plumber out there? Is there anybody out there? Anybody out there can refurnish my deck, please? Very efficient.
Very efficient. Oh no! All three of us we're all three of us is very talented.
Yeah.
So crap! I promised Yuki I wouldn't talk about. I would brag about myself.
Sorry,
he made
Yuki.
me promise right before. He was like, "You're not allowed to brag about us. You have to brag about yourself." And I've already failed.
That's my fault, Yuki. I'll take that one. But you worked together and got it ready to go.
Yes.
I want to know this with two artists working on it, because I know one artist is usually there's something they always want to tweak at the end. With two artists, was it worse? It's done. Well, I still want to tweak this little thing.
And you're dating, you're dating the other one.
Yeah.
No, it worked out.
Good.
Jokes aside, like, it's. I think that's where it comes in, like, because I worked with other artists before.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how the other artist works and you have a very good idea of like, this is like what they like, or this is what that she intends with this little scribble.
Right.
I know what she means here.
Yeah.
Because like with Aki, for example, with my design, she helped design the dress, and I gave her like a base idea of what I wanted, and she designed the dress and everything, and we had a great time designing it.
Yes.
But I designed the necklaces all on my own, because I used to make jewelry.
Yeah.
So there is parts of Aki that I added myself, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with working with another artist, is you kind of have to trust each other and keep coming back to the drawing board and being like, hey, does this work? And one person goes, no, I don't think that really works. And you take a second look at it and you go, you know what, you're right. I wasn't sold on what I added here, and you're right. Or you add something and then go, I didn't think to add that there, and it really works. And now I wouldn't imagine that being any like this, looking any different.
That is such a unique situation to come up with the character that because you already had a relationship outside of that. So, I mean, there's already kind of a bond there and a mutual knowing of each other. There's a lot. I don't think I've interviewed anyone else who's had that opportunity to work together in that sort of situation. So,
it's very unique. It's very fun.
Yeah, yeah, and really, folks, you got to check out what. Well, you're looking right now at the thumbnail, which Aki did. Because I ain't gonna be able to do something like that. So.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you can try.
I can certainly try, but stick figures do not look like that. There's absolutely no way I would be able to create something. But really, the artistry in yourself, is that something that you've been doing since you were a tiny dragon cat?
Yeah, dragon cat. It's funny because my friend Sarah, he was like cat to dragon. Well, you haven't changed it all, because dragons are basically cats.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well,
so
I have a couple cats that act like dragons, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Ever since like I was little, I have been drawing and doing art. In elementary school, my art teacher actually if she ever wanted to introduce a new project to the class, she would pull me aside and be like, "Hey, Aki, I need you to can you take this home and do this and bring it back and tell me if you had fun with it?" And
you better have gotten an A.
She was really encouraging.
Yeah.
It's actually funny because her husband was my history teacher in middle school, and I told him, I was like, I want to go into archaeology, and he was like, "No, you are an artist."
But I want to do the bone thing.
But I want to be like Indiana Jones. It was no.
No, go draw Indiana Jones.
Go draw Indiana Jones. Well, my wife will kill me if I set you on this path.
Oh, well, that is true. I didn't think about that, and I should, because I married a redhead, for crying out loud, so I know how that goes. With that, and with that encouragement, which is great, and hats off to that teacher for doing that, encouraging that way. When did you get the confidence to show off your art? Because that's a different story. I mean, that's a whole nother...
the confidence to show off my art.
Yeah.
Was, and I won't share the username. Was back in middle school. I was I know I was very confident from a very young age.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I would post my art on DeviantArt.
Okay.
And I mostly did fan art of Disney stuff or My Little Pony stuff. And it's silly now. It's silly. But eventually I started making my own things as I got more into high school and then later college.
Right.
And I would post on my I started posting on my actual Instagram, on an Instagram account.
Yeah.
And my paintings and stuff. And
right.
I don't know. I just, every time I make something, I don't know if it's necessarily confidence or more just I make a thing and it's the feeling of, well, I want to put this on the fridge and show everyone this thing I made.
Yeah. Well, that's pride.
Very prideful. Maybe the dragon thing, I guess, really makes sense now.
Yeah, I don't know. Cats have a lot of pride too. They just don't the ones that fall down and tell you, I did that on purpose. That's a bit of pride.
Yeah.
But it really, that's. I mean, you recognize that you could do this pretty early, and being able to put it out there and show it to people. kind of envy that because it
Oh,
it does take some stones to
I
to do something like that.
yeah.
Really, I mean, you're putting it out there for everybody. Now, when you're doing it, the potential audience is the entire planet.
Yes. And I guess I don't think about that.
Think about
Maybe
it
I should.
every
Maybe
day.
I should be. No, I just it's more like now like on Blue Sky cuz god, I love Blue Sky over Twitter
Yeah,
or X.
yeah.
Um but Blue Sky like now is where like I just want to share this with like my lovely community because and like I just like sharing
Yeah,
with them
yeah.
and um I'll admit it. I like the praise. I like it when people
There's
go, "You
nothing
did a
wrong
good
with
job."
that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You know, and here's the thing too. You've got the type of personality that, and the voice goes right along with it. Is that you absolutely disarm people immediately?
Wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, folks, and folks out there in the audience know what I'm talking about. When you're talking with somebody, it's very comfortable immediately, and
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
and people want to you want to join in and have a long conversation and get goofy with you and do stuff. That's it.
Oh, thank you.
It really does seem like it's a fit for you. And
Oh,
now that you've got a avatar that you are more comfortable with, um, you've added a four-letter word to the description for the avatar. It starts with an L and it ends with a D. Uh, how
oh,
how
yeah.
how far is that going to go?
Interesting. Yes, 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 yes.
I'm not talking
Um, are we
lard
allowed to say
either.
that word on YouTube?
You are, as far as I'm concerned, you can.
Oh,
Lewd,
lewd, lewd.
lewd. Um, that's not the silly cat girl.
This, yeah. I think the best way to put it is, it's because, like I said, my humor is in the gutter. Um, so when I was rebranding and like my partners are very honest with me and they were like, "Hey, Aki, we love you. You need to be a lewd tuber. Your humor is in the gutter. Um, all you are dick jokes and
That sounds like an intervention.
you know what? Maybe it was. Maybe they were sitting me down and being like, "You need other jokes
That's
than
right.
laughing at male genitalia and being like, that's a funny word."
Do the
I wish
Beavis
I was joking.
do the Beavis and Butthead laugh.
And I when if ever I'm like just like zoning or like I'm feeling like just like a little down or something, Yuki will like just randomly be like penis, and I'll just like burst into laughter. Making me laugh is not hard. But yes. So yeah, how far it goes.
Yeah.
I also my art is either really really cute or really really hot, and there's no in between. I've been told this by my friends. I've been told this by my partners. I've been told this by random strangers.
You've got two
So
gears. You've got neutral and you've got fourth.
exactly. There's yeah, and there's no stopping and there's no brakes.
That's wonderful.
There, as much as I work, there's on like trying to improve my stuff and all that stuff. There's no breaks. I constantly am working. Sleep is a concept.
Yes.
I
know how that
it's
feels.
more. I actually do get sleep now, but
Yeah.
yes, I don't think I would ever be on a certain website that is
That
of the hub variety.
yeah, I
I
can't.
think,
There,
I'm not,
yeah,
and I'm not ever going to.
yeah. There's there. It I actually got a warning because I put a link up accidentally for
Oh, really?
somebody. Yes, yes.
Oh no!
It was pretty hilarious. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's just like 2 words. Like,
It's 2
you,
words.
you click
This
on there.
is
Like, geez, you people.
um God,
Yeah,
and
it's
yeah.
so so we haven't.
I just like drawing things.
Yeah, we haven't seen quite yet. You're still holding out a little bit how far you're going to go with it, are you?
I mean, you got to tease the audience a bit, Eric. Like, can't give it all up.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fun to see how
Oh,
this goes. Yeah, I mean, it sounds
it's got to
like
be so much fun.
you sound like you got a grin from ear to ear when you're talking about this,
I, I do.
and
I've been so excited about
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad that you're going to be enjoying yourself. Now, the big question about audience.
Yeah.
How have they taken to this? Or did you get a following? Did they come over and stay with you, or did you lose a few? How'd it go?
You're never gonna believe this because I don't believe this. You might believe this, but I don't believe it, and I'm still shocked. And I'm so grateful. If anything, they all followed me,
Mm.
and they were all very ecstatic.
Oh,
Like when I announced I was changing, I'm actually tearing up a little bit because like just thinking about it made
yeah,
me so happy.
yeah.
They like it was just like all caps of like, oh my god, this is what you're turning it. I'm so excited for you. And like some of my very, very devoted followers slash I will call them friends,
Yeah,
that I met through streaming and like have appeared in every stream.
yeah.
They sent me some very lovely DMs about how they were like thinking this is what you needed.
Mhm.
Um, that I'm so happy to see like you're going in a direction that you seem just more comfortable in.
Wow.
And yeah, if anything, I think I've grown faster than I did with Pocky.
Mm-hmm.
And people have just been way more excited, and I don't like it. It just really touches my heart a
Yeah.
lot because
That,
it
that's
feels like people are more accepting of me, and they knew that I was playing a character, and they're just like, no, now we get to see Aki.
well, that's exactly what it is, isn't it? I mean, obviously they're still there for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd have and put up a different type of thing, they still would have given that a chance. Which is just so much of the concept of having an audience like this is remembering that they're not coming for the game you're playing or the type of stream. Maybe they're coming there first, but they're staying because of the person doing it.
Yeah.
And looks like you've won them pretty good.
Well, the biggest thing I was concerned about was being like, yes, I am a YouTuber now. But they like I was worried that they would be like, oh, that's too much for me.
Yeah.
I'm packing up. You're weird. Bye. And they didn't, and they were just like, we've seen your art.
Yeah. 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 It's so tell
it
me
just made me
tell
happy.
me how that hits. I mean, obviously you by doing this, you get that extra realization of how much you're really accepted by that audience. And that's got to hit you good.
It 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 honestly makes me kind of cry a bit. Like it just from happy tears.
Yeah.
Because like I was the kid that was kind of like in the back drawing. I was super shy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in person. I'm extremely shy.
Yeah.
And so like the fact that like VTubing has just given me this strength to like actually talk to people and be like more vocal, and the fact that like I can just be myself, and a lot of like people seem to really like that. Like it just makes me feel more confident about myself.
Oh, well,
If I'm like, I just feel like more confident, and but also at the same time, I get so scared I'm gonna disappoint people.
that
So like
happens.
I just
That happens
want
all the
to
time.
try so hard
I
to.
that's something I fight
Oh,
myself.
geez.
I fight that all the time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even at this age, which is a million, I'm still fighting with it, because the worst person that you end up fighting is yourself in that sort of situation. You
Yeah.
build up something that's not there, and then it haunts you, and you never sleep. Um, but
No.
but
What
here
is sleep?
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Aki. What you're doing, the audience, me, and everybody else you interact with, we're the ones who are winning here. I mean, because
Oh,
we wouldn't get a chance to talk to you and see your talents and interact with you if you were still the shy person in the back, uh, doodling in their book. You've got a chance now with this to really spread your wings and blossom and grow, and that is a big, big, giant check mark success story for this particular medium.
yeah. Oh, thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
I, but yeah, I, I, I have a lot of plans, and I work really hard to try to make all my streams and feel very, very welcoming, and try to think of great ideas to like give back to my community.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's I think that folks are going to realize that, and that's going to grow and keep going, and you're going to have more than you can deal. I mean, obviously,
Oh,
the here I ask people a lot, are they happy with where they are and how they've grown? But you've kind of started over again, and
yeah,
you've already said that you're like over the moon with it. Um,
yeah.
it's. Do you mind if I share that story with folks besides this
Go for
interview?
it.
Because there's some folks out there who have tried and tried and tried, and it just didn't hit. Um, and that's your mileage may vary on everything when it comes to this sort of thing. But hearing what you've been able to do and how people have accepted what you're doing, and the sheer joy in your voice and talking about it, is very inspiring. And
Oh,
I hope folks listen and take to heart, because there's a lot out there for people. Um, and sometimes you get a little providence, and sometimes it doesn't work. But when it does, boy, my gosh! I mean,
yeah.
uh, now that you've got a schedule going, have you looked back and said, "What have I done?
God, yeah.
Get me down! This is too high."
Oh my God. So like God, I kind of, if anything, when I look back, um, like when I look back when I was Pocky,
Yeah.
um, I think, God, why did I do that? Like there, and I don't mean like all of Pocky. I
Yeah.
mean like because I understand when I first made Pocky, I was just starting out. I didn't know anything about VTubing. I
Right.
learned everything from basically Yuki and Hika.
Yeah.
So I kind of look back at instances like certain streams and stuff and go, why did I play that game? Or like why did I do that?
Yeah. 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 Well, I mean,
I could have done better.
yeah,
And
that's going to be with everything, though. And then
I
and you're looking at it
yeah.
as an artist too, so you've got
Oh, I yeah.
you got
I
that
got
squinty eye thing going.
I'm so critical of myself. If anything, I have been told I'm too critical of myself and I should be nicer about myself.
Be nice to
But
Aki.
yes, yeah. And And I don't know. I don't feel like I feel over the moon that everyone's like so accepting of it, but I don't know. I think even if I had like 1,000 followers on Twitch, I would still be just kind of like, but I could do this better.
Yeah, well, I mean that's you don't want to be settled in one spot all the time. You want to grow, and the fact that you've grown so much already, and you continue to find new things, and you're pulling away the what was more than likely fears that you had before, and more and more your feet are on the ground with this. That's only gonna be good later and better later. I'm sometimes I really, really hate the time restraint I put on myself. And this is one of those times because I haven't even gotten near what I want to talk to you about. So you do have you have to come back.
So sorry, I'm a yapper.
No, this is wonderful. I get a chance to talk with someone who obviously enjoys themselves, and the sheer joy that you have in talking about it is pretty amazing, and the story is too. Folks, I'm going to have a list of links that we've got for Aki, and they're a little all over the place.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
But that's it's a work in progress, and I promise this to you, Aki, and the listeners, that when everything is settled up and you've got everything moved over to what you want, we'll update it on the stream.
Thank you so much. And I would love to come back. God, I didn't even realize the time has flown by.
Zing.
If you ever want me to come back and just yap, I'll come. I will.
Yeah. Thank you so much for everything.
Yes. I thank you for having me, and you honestly made my day. Thank you. I've been very, very excited. Oh, and I will say I do have a date for when I'm going to be streaming again.
Oh yeah, when's that?
I'm early June.
Early June.
I think it's all I am allowed to say right now.
Yes, early June. Stand by for news.
I have a certain rat, aka my boyfriend, who's who's totally not being like, stop, don't tell people we're gonna announce this, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just, this is just a tiny leak. It's not the whole thing.
Tiny leak.
Yeah, tiny
early
leak.
June.
Yes.
My birth month.
Ooh. All right. Well, that's a hint. So
June 29th, not streaming on that day. Or debuting.
To say it's a pleasure talking to you would be a disservice. It's been wonderful, and we got to do it again. Absolutely.
Yes, I would love to come back.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.